Independent bookstore owners and booksellers, ones that started from scratch from the ground up especially, they give me so much hope. I have been feeling more weight from just the brokenness of the world lately. And I know there's good and bad. It's not just all doom and gloom, but it's just felt bigger and heavier and more tense lately. I don't think I'm alone in that. So today I was thinking about hope. What gives me hope? Honestly, as somebody in the bookselling industry, the people that give me hope are my fellow bookstore owners. And I wanted to tell you about some of them. Um, Got a handful, but let's start off with Rachel down the street. She, a few months ago, took over Pen and Page in the 600 block of Main Street, so literally like 4 blocks away from me. Uh, she is inspiring. She took over the bookstore to keep it from closing because previous owners kind of wanted to change the pace. And that's cool. But I can understand as somebody who worked at a bookstore not wanting to let it go. And my goodness, she has jumped in the deep end wholeheartedly, and she is tenacious. She gives me hope for the world, if nothing else, because she's doing it. She is rocking it. Oh my goodness, she is. If you have not met Rachel, you need to go meet her. If you have met Rachel, you know what I'm talking about. She's passionate and she is giving it her all, and her grit and tenacity very much inspires me. Second person who gives me hope on this list is Skylar down at Among the Pages, which is a bookstore in Katy Depot at the other end of downtown Denison's Main Street. She primarily focuses on romance and subgenres of romance. She's a mom of three littles. One that I don't believe is even walking yet. Fairly new little one in her family. She inspires me because she gives me hope that if I ever become a mom, I'm still undecided. Anyways, that's a long story. But if I do become a mom and David and I have little ones, I have hope that it's still doable. Some drop books wouldn't go anywhere. I would adapt. We would adapt. And she's rocking it down there as a mom and a bookstore owner, and that's just really cool. Third person on this list is Heather, who owns Green Feather Book Company up in Norman, Oklahoma. She started around the time that I did. She opened a little bit sooner than me, but around the time that we opened in Durant originally. And she is Chickasaw, so since David is Choctaw, we kind of reached out, and having a solid indigenous section of books was important to both of us. So we initially kind of bonded over that commonality. I've been to a convention with her, and she was so much fun. She's a social butterfly, and she's ambitious, and she does not back down whenever she believes in something. She's fervent in pursuing what is good and right in this world, and I very much aspire to be more like her. She comes across as fearless. I know that that's impossible just as a human being to be completely fearless, but my goodness, she does it anyways. She stands up for what is good in this world. You got to go see her if you're ever in Central Oklahoma. Additionally, in Guthrie, you'll find a Novel Idea bookstore owned by Chelsea. I actually met her before she embarked on her journey as a bookstore owner. She stopped by Durant. She was a bookstagrammer at the time, and she was energy. She was happiness. She reminds me of Heather in a lot of ways, because she also very much is unafraid to take a stand. Well, maybe not unafraid, like I said, but does it anyways. Does it afraid if she is. She stands up for what is good and right in the world, and she's had some people that disagree with some of her views in her community who have given her a hard time on social media and otherwise. And she has handled it with grace, but with firmness. She has said, I'm not gonna diminish myself. I am going to stand up for what is good and right in this world, whether you like it or not. But she said it with grace and poise. Both she and Heather, I aspire to be more like them in that way. So if you're ever in Central Oklahoma, be sure to stop by Green Feather Books in Norman and A Novel Idea in Guthrie, Oklahoma. Oh, and A novel idea has Mr. Darcy, who's I believe a basset hound. He's got the big ears and the like droopy face. He looks amazing. I haven't gotten to meet him, unfortunately, but I mean, who doesn't love a bookstore that has cats or dogs or whatever other critters? So, well worth stopping by. Very good people who own each of those. Last person on the list, at least for today, this is not exhaustive by the way, Kay, who is also known as the Nonbianarian, started the Nonbinarian book bike up in Brooklyn, New York? Somewhere in New York. Somewhere I haven't been before, unfortunately. I got to meet them briefly at the conference I went to with Heather from Green Feather. They are spunky. They just that spark, that energy. A few years back, they started the book bike. They gave away free books that were LGBTQ plus to their community, and have since opened up a physical storefront. I believe it's a nonprofit. Don't quote me on that. I might be wrong. They also very much inspire me. Going for your dreams, you know, as somebody who knows what an uphill battle opening any sort of small business can be, it's inspiring to see fellow bookstore owners rocking it, absolutely rocking it. And it makes me remember that I am still like that too. I can still be bold. I don't have to shy away from who I am and who I want to be. If I want to have yellow and blue bookshelves, or if I want to have a wooden skeleton that I named Esmeralda of a dinosaur, um, just being yourself unapologetically, that gives me hope. Like I said, not an exhaustive list, but it's a good reminder that there's still goodness in this world. There's still good people. There's still good books. There's still stories. There's still hope. And that's important to remember, especially when the world feels extra heavy and broken. Anyways, I hope you have a good rest of your day. What gives you hope? What are some of your favorite bookstores? Tell me in the comments. Love to hear from you.